In life, we often face problems, whether small or large. Avoiding them never solves them. They often come back even bigger. Today's story teaches us that to overcome fear, we need courage. To solve difficulties, we must face them with the right mindset. Let's take a valuable lesson from this story for our own lives. In the heart of a forest surrounded by green hills was a huge cave. A kind-hearted rabbit lived there. All the animals loved him, and he was always ready to help as much as he could. One morning, the rabbit went out to look for food, hoping to find some fresh fruit or a carrot. Carrots were his favorite dish, and finding one in this forest was almost impossible. But that day, luck was with him. Suddenly, he spotted one. All excited, he picked it up. He decided to take it back to his cave to enjoy it quietly, making the moment even more pleasant. But on the way back, a problem arose. Lost in his joy, he was no longer paying attention to the path. Suddenly, he slipped and almost fell into the river current. Fortunately, he managed to cling to a tree root, but the carrot slipped from his hands and fell directly into the water. Terrified, the rabbit ran along the bank. But no, it continued to float and disappeared under a large waterfall. Exhausted and heartbroken, he just wanted to go back to his cave and rest. But when he arrived at the entrance, his heart tightened. For the first time, fear ran through his entire body. With a dry throat, he asked in a trembling voice, "Who entered my cave?" No one answered. Gathering his courage, he shouted louder, "Answer me!" Suddenly, a terrible voice echoed from inside. "I am the one who breaks the bones of rhinoceroses and reduces elephants to dust." The rabbit trembled with fear and backed away. He thought, "How could a small creature like me fight such a powerful beast?" At that moment, a wolf passed by. The rabbit begged him, "Friend wolf, please help me. A terrible creature has taken my cave. Can you chase it away?" The wolf, very confident, replied, "Of course, all animals listen to me." He proudly approached the cave and growled very loudly, but the same frightening voice echoed, "I am the one who breaks the bones of rhinoceroses and reduces elephants to dust." The wolf shivered with fear. "I can't handle this," he whispered before fleeing to hide in the bushes. Soon after, a tiger arrived. The rabbit explained everything to him and asked for help. As the rabbit had helped him once before, the tiger accepted. "Don't worry, I am stronger than the wolf," he roared in front of the cave. But the same voice thundered again. "I am the one who breaks the bones of rhinoceroses and reduces elephants to dust." The tiger froze. He thought, "If this creature can defeat rhinoceroses and elephants, how could I survive?" And he too fled. Then a furious rhinoceros arrived. "Who dares to insult my species?" The voice replied, "Do you also want me to break your bones like those of your brother?" The rhinoceros began to sweat with fear and fled in turn. Finally, an elephant came forward. But after hearing that terrible voice, even he panicked. For the first time, the rabbit saw an elephant run faster than a tiger. At this desperate moment, a small frog arrived hopping. "Do you want me to help you?" she asked. The rabbit told her the whole story. "The wolf, the tiger, the rhinoceros, and even the elephant have fled. I doubt you can do anything." The frog simply smiled. "Even if you doubt, I want to try." All the animals who had fled secretly returned to observe. They wanted to see what was really hiding in the cave. The frog shouted, "Who is inside?" The same terrifying voice echoed, but the frog was not afraid. She approached further and shouted, "Come out and face me!" This time, the creature inside was scared. It saw a large shadow and, trembling, slowly came out of the cave. To everyone's surprise, it was just a small caterpillar. Because of the echo in the cave, its small voice seemed enormous and terrifying. Instead of getting angry, all the animals burst out laughing. They wondered how such a small creature could have created such immense fear. My friends, this story teaches us 3 great lessons. Firstly, if we ignore small problems at the beginning, they can become much bigger over time. Secondly, to face big problems, we need courage, as the frog showed. Thirdly, fleeing problems never solves them, as the wolf, tiger, rhinoceros, and elephant learned. So never underestimate small problems. And when great difficulties arise, face them with courage, because fleeing will never give you a solution. If you like this story, don't forget to like the video and share your opinion in the comments. That's all for today. See you very soon for a new inspiring story.